going well, do please continue to actively reach out to us for any support you need. We understand, because we've been at this rodeo several times over. Not trying to date myself or Liz, but do reach out if you feel like you need any help. That's what we're here for ultimately. And although we're here to support you being better handball players, do kind of reach out and get in touch if you're struggling with anything, or if you want some support or advice or guidance, or just, you know, equally, because I crave human interaction, as you can probably tell. Just to reach out and ask me and Liz and Sue and Chris and Nathan how we are. That'd be lovely too. So that's first thing. Second thing, there's going to be some deadlines that are going to be coming thick and fast over the next couple of months. The aim is to try and get everything done by April, so by the Easter break, so that you can then focus your remaining efforts on end of handball season, and then obviously anything academically as well. So do feel free to plow ahead and submit stuff, and do feel free, and I know Liz will thank me for this, to nudge Liz, to nudge Sue, to nudge Joao, to mark stuff for you, so that you get feedback, so that you know that you've completed stuff. There was a deadline for careers that was yesterday, so again, go back and revisit that. Probably later this week on Friday, I might do a bit of a skim around Teams to see what I can see. Are you all right there, Alex? Don't know why you're on screen, but you look like you're having a good time there. Is mum in the background, or is
he's fresh back from Denmark, John?
Oh, are you? All right. I totally totally off topic, but I've just taken a video I think your brother did for last 2 years ago to put into the first year's presentation, but that's another story. And again,
no, which one?
Oh, well, I only thought there was one other one. I only thought there was Joe. Have you got? You're one of three, aren't you? I think memory serves me correct.
No, that's the Samuels. There's 3 of them. There's 2 Trents.
All right. Okay. I knew. You got me worried then. So yeah. So do go back and submit that work. Similar thing with what Liz is going to go through with you in a moment. With the lifestyle workbook, try and get that finished. We're going to come back and look at this as a deadline for the 1st of December. I'm going to try and keep all of our kind of ultimate deadlines the 1st of each month. No, that doesn't tie into everything.
See who's writing that down. Who's writing down the 1st of December? Noah Samuel is. I can see him for a pen right now.
But do that, and again, not that I'm giving you backup, but I'll share that on Teams. So do that. Do also consider the questions, so the professional discussion questions that I've put there. When you have that conversation with Liz and with Sue and with Joao, they won't ask you every single question word for word. They'll ask you to talk around that topic area. Now, again, this is what I've seen in another DiSE sport that I work on. Best example of where I've seen this happening really effectively is where a learner's gone, here, clearly not here, but here are my notes. I've written my answers. Let's talk about those. And I've gone, that's awesome. Let's take a photo of your notes. Let's have that discussion too. And let's upload both of those as the evidence for that. So again, be prepared to talk through that. And again, what we're looking to do on this, just to remind you, is we're looking to make this as useful for you as possible to get the qualification, as well as getting you the qualification. So talk to us about your real life, your real lived experience, and use it as a learning opportunity, a further development opportunity, as well as us just, you know, assessing and marking you. So I think that's it from me. Does anyone have any burning questions for me that can't wait to be shared with me on Teams?
And you know, John loves a question. So
I know, and a few of you know I love a late night Teams message too. I don't, but I was answering some at about 10 o'clock on Sunday evening with a few of the first years. But do message me through Teams if not. And if not, it's been lovely to see a few of your lovely faces, a few of your names on the screen. And hopefully we'll try and get to a camp at some point, probably early in the new year. I'll come and see you guys doing some stuff on court, particularly if it's in Loughborough, because that's a lot closer than Stoke Mandeville to where I live. Cool. Right, so I'll let you crack on then, Liz. Good to see you all on your names, and get in touch if you need any help from me.
All right. Oh, thanks ever so much, John. And yeah, enjoyed the other session with Sue. It's good to see
All right,
you.
cool. See you later.
Yeah, evening, folks. Really nice to touch base. Nice to see some of your faces. Obviously, yeah, sort of, you know, I know a lot of you, but I'm taking on sort of your tutoring and taking over now for your second year. So for me, it'd be just really good to sort of open up a bit of discussion. You give me some facts, some fun facts about what you've learned so far in the lifestyle sort of management, lifestyle, you know, workshops. So who wants to open that up?
What do you mean?
What do I mean? What have you learned so far? What have you covered in your lifestyle booklets?
I can't really remember doing it, but I did do it.
Good start. Anyone want to help Alex out? What have you been learning to sort of manage? Time. Excellent start. Who's next?
Like areas of priority, I guess, like in your life.
Brilliant. Okay, and can you give me any sort of examples of those?
Like having time to socialize or sleep, or I don't know, going to the gym, something like that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Anyone want to sort of add to Alice's list there? What did you, so right back when you started this program, we started looking at building sort of your weekly planner. Did you do that? You all put a weekly planner together? Did you identify the different things that you did round the clock? Are you all nodding? Yes, Liz, yeah, we did that. Alex says, I can't remember it, but yeah, I'm going to nod. Okay, right. So prioritizing different areas of our life, okay, and what did you come up with? What were your areas? Pop in the chat box to me now. What was your highest priority? Okay, school, excellent. That's a good answer. That's what a teacher wants to hear, isn't it? School's your priority. Okay, study, sleep, yeah. Thank you, Miles. Noah is is a big priority in a lot of people's lives, right? Sleep, yeah. College. Come on, I want an answer from everyone to make sure that you're all with me. Caitlin, school, training. Okay, yeah, Jamie, school. Okay, sweet. And when you put your planners together, what kind of things were you like finding? Were you finding that actually it was sort of out of balance and that it was too top heavy in some areas? This is where you answer me. Who's going to come off?
Yeah.
Hello? Go on, Saunders, what was that?
Yeah, I found that it was.
Where was it imbalanced for you?
From like the training and college side of it, and then getting a decent amount of sleep, to everything else.
Okay. And so I think we've spoken about this before. Obviously, you're joined Loughborough, joined the performance program there, and was that a bit of a step up in the training? Did your schedule change then?
Yeah, massively.
Okay. And how did you, as long as you don't mind, how did you go about trying to sort of regulate that and manage your lifestyle then?
I don't really know. I had a chat with like Joanne and Bobby, and like that really helped.
In what way?
Just like relax the pressure a bit, like the pressure to like perform well all the time, because you're not going to perform well in every like single training session.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and that communication there, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Anybody else? So when what we are now looking at is how we're going to reflect on our planners. So it's just really good just to sort of refresh our minds, go back to those planners and look at the goals that you set for yourself and how you wanted to change, maybe change things and implement. Who, give me a show of hands, wave on the camera, who wanted more sleep? Who wanted to add more sleep? Sam, is that Miles lurking in the back there? Hey Miles, you all right? Yeah, sleep, okay. Why is sleep so important?
If I don't get enough sleep, then I feel like I want to kill everyone around me.
Ooh, yeah.
So I think it's pretty important.
It's very important for the people around you, right? Okay. Anything else? I mean, yes, lack of sleep, it makes us grouchy. But what happens when we're asleep? Does anybody know? What's happening?
Your body.
Worry.
Ooh, 2 people at once, go.
Me?
Anyone?
I said recovery.
Recovery.
Yeah.
Explain that. Can you explain that? So
Oh,
you've
right.
identified
So, like,
recovery. What does that mean though?
you know, if you're tired, you'll recover mentally. And if you're training a lot, then you'll recover physically.
Okay.
So like your muscles will get better.
Your muscles will get better.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all understand what Alex means, right? Nod. Okay. But it's the repair process. So during sleep, yeah, our body is healing and it's rebuilding. So all the damage we've done during the day and out on the court or in the gym or with our mind, you know, we've just been working so hard. That's where all the repair time is. Okay. And sleep is, and it's so scientifically backed. And I believe John has got some excellent information to share with you. But yeah, it's scientifically backed so that's when your body heals. Who knows what else goes on during sleep? Does your brain just shut down? Just give me a nod or a...
It allows you to process stuff.
Say that again, sorry, Alice.
Process stuff that's happened.
Yeah, our brain is just a huge processor. Again, excellent science showing how we are learning during our sleep. So you've got Alex Trent and he's practicing his jump shot over and over again, actually physically on court. When he goes to sleep, his mind is replaying that over and over and over again, okay? To the point where when they say sleep on something, you sleep on it and you come back and you've learned and you're actually, you know, you're better the next day for it. So sleep is one of the most important things that you as athletes can utilize. So give me, just in the chat box, tell me rough on average how many hours a night you sleep. Go. Okay, so there's, we're around the 7s and 8s. Tell me though, and be honest, is that the time you go to bed and you're saying, right, I'm in bed for 7 hours, or is that actual sleep? Just give me a thumbs up if that's actual sleep. 7, 8 uninterrupted hours. It's a bit dodgy, isn't it? Okay. Okay, so hands up who's going to bed and going, oh, it's all right, I'm in bed, but I'm on my phone. And my goodness, I'm going down the rabbit hole of TikTok. Yeah, I'm looking at TikTok videos. Who's that? Was that Ben? 2 hands up. Okay. All right, so have you got your workbooks open with you now? Is that a yes? Okay. And what's the next? Are we on L6? Who'd like to read out what it says? Anyone?
I think it's L5 and L6.
L5 and L6. Okay, so what's L5?
L5 is reviewing the weekly lifestyle planner,
Okay.
and then L6 is the positive and negative influences.
Right, okie dokie. So let's look at just L5 when we're going to answer that. We need you to sort of, you know, really go into, instead of going, so the question is, did you stick to your weekly planner? Okay, so the simple short answer is yes or no. All right, and then in the box we're looking though for some explanation, some real detail and description on this. Okay, did you stick to it? If it was yes, then how did you, you know, what things did you implement in order to make that happen? Did you have to review it during the time during those 2 weeks? Did you have to go back, maybe adapt it and say, actually, this isn't working, and review your goals? So I want to know about that there. But then if we are moving on to L6, we're looking at, and in fact, somebody can somebody read it out for me? What's the question? Abby, have you got L6 there?
Yeah, it's not really a question, it's kind of like a statement though.
Okay.
So it says the support team you identified in the section within section L6 will potentially have a positive and negative influence on your sporting career. In the table below, describe the positive and negative influences they may have. Explain how this may affect your performance and how you manage that impact that this influence has. For some individuals, you may have experienced a negative influence. If so, think about a potential way in which they could further your performance and encourage you.
Thank you very much, Abby. That was perfect because it just gave me time to bring up the whiteboard. So hopefully I am screen sharing. Hopefully after all these months of using Zoom, you guys, or at least some of you, will know how to write on this whiteboard. So what I now need is some headings. Who is in your support team? Who can help you as an elite athlete in your day-to-day lifestyle management? Who are they? Okay, so if you want to, who's going to start? Who's going to break in, and write on the, shall I give you some text boxes? Have you all got the brilliant? Anna's on it, she knows. Peers, excellent. Thank you for the, I like the hand drawn, that's nice. Okay, feel free to come off. Who's in the chat? How do you use this? Okay, can you find the toolbar at the top? What have we got here? Parents, excellent. Okay, all right, Ben's put coach in the chat. Would somebody like to write coach on the whiteboard? Thank you, Alex. So we got teammates. Teammates. I need some deciphering here. Okay. Don't be shy. Oh, Abby's gone in with sports psychologists, like that. So tell me, have you met our sports psychologist? Have you met Casper yet? Yes. Abby's nodding. Okay, cool. I can see some scribble behind here. No, it's just it's exciting. Manager, yep. Coach, we've got coach again. Who's that? Oh, I've got Noah. Noah's found how to draw. Nice. Okay. Yeah, Joelle as your coach. Right, lovely. Noah is in Miles's support team. Miles is in Noah's, so yeah, we're all good. Physiotherapist, would somebody like to write that on there for me? And pop sports psychologist. This is going to get framed for Bobby White. So so be be careful in what you write, but remember that's being kept. Any other people that you can think you can work with? Liz, yeah, and in what capacity? Ned Crapper is requesting remote control of my screen. I'm going to decline that, Ned. Okay, nutritionist, brilliant, Matthew. So can we add that on there? Thank you, Miles. So we've got Miles and Noah here who are good friends. Do we just have their names up here, or do we put them under the heading of friends? Thank you, Noah. I think you quite like writing freehand, don't you? Alex might teach you how to use the font. Right. So let me look at the time. What I'm going to do, I'm going to send you away into breakout rooms. I need you guys and girls to start talking to one another, okay? Yeah, Abby, personal trainer, definitely get that on there as well. Could somebody put that on there? I'm going to send you off into 2 different groups and give you a couple of these, or you're going to choose actually. So choose each group, choose 3 different members of this support team. And I want you to come up with some the positive things that are going to come from having that support member, and also maybe some challenges that you might encounter along the way. So can you say that back to me? Who is listening? What have you got to do? Who am I going to pick on? Miles, only because you're right in front of me. Miles, what is the task?
To pick one of these people and talk about them.
Yeah, how many? Each
3.
group? 3. Talk about them in what sense?
How great they are.
How great they are, absolutely. So in a positive light, and how they can contribute to you and managing your lifestyle and building and organising yourself in a positive way, but also thinking deeply, guys and girls, really challenge yourself here. How might a relationship with your coach actually prove some challenge? Okay, it might not all be rosy. Okay, so have a think about it. I'm going to find the breakout rooms and send you off. Breakout rooms, there we go. Assign automatically to. Okay, so I'm going to open them. I'm going to pop into each room. 3 different support members, positive and challenge. See you in a minute. welcome back everyone. Hopefully, yeah, it's closing in 40 seconds. Hopefully we've got everyone back in here. Caitlin, Miles, Nathan. They'll have a bit of a shock, won't they, when they come back? Okay, so, right, so let's say Ned. Ned, are you with us?
I can't see anyone and I don't think my camera's on, but I can hear you.
You can hear me, that's all right, because you couldn't just now, so that's all right. So would you like just to share some good examples with us that you and your group had a chat about just now?
I couldn't hear them from like halfway through, but I heard teams, like your teammates and then your coaches as well.
Okay, could you give me maybe some examples that you've had over the years? You know, let's go with coaches. Good example of how a coach has made a positive influence on you.
Well, I mean, you can kind of just go to your coach for whatever you're struggling with in your game. Like I used to be, I mean, I didn't really do anything. I just sat in the corner on the wing and wait for the pass. And I just got kind of told to be more like dynamic and run towards the ball and get it and start trying to attack and start attacks and stuff.
Okay, and how did that, you know, change for you then? How did that make you feel?
I mean, I think I'm better now, so good.
You think?
I hope.
Yeah, okay. How, yeah, how else can you know this?
Well, I mean, kind of that goes back to the coach and the teammates. If like you're getting verbal confirmation that you're doing better or you're getting more goals or winning more games, that's kind of a tell.
Yeah, perfect. Absolutely. Thank you. Thanks, Ned. Miles, what about you? Who else did you identify in your group?
Like peers, like teammates and like friends.
Okay. And what about, what kind of, would you like just, sorry, share with us all, what kind of challenges could there be? So we've identified that friends, you know, the friendships and team bonds are so important, and just, you know, really, really good examples of positive influences. But what about the challenges you might face with them?
Maybe a challenge could be like like on your team, everybody, maybe your friends are playing at a higher standard and you feel you need to play at their standard. So maybe a bit more pressure is added to you.
Yeah, it's a huge amount of pressure, isn't it, to feel like that? Then how would you deal with that?
You could talk to them about how they've reached this level. You could train harder. You could watch handball. You know, it's like, yeah.
Yeah. And who else in the support team might you turn to for that?
Coaches.
Okay. Cool. Right. Who else identified somebody different other than a coach or a teammate? Nathan, haven't heard from you this evening.
We identified a nutritionist.
Cool. Tell me all.
So like you have to like think a lot about the food you put in your body, because it will, like, if you're eating like a bunch of sweets and crap every day, you're not going to be able to train at a high level, and you're not really going to feel like you're going to feel quite tired all the time, and you're not going to be at your highest level. And a nutritionist can look at what you eat in a day and help you make some changes to your diet to help you perform at a higher level and to like feel better in yourself.
And have you had a personal experience there with a nutritionist?
Yeah, when I came to Loughborough, I didn't really eat the best food in the world, and I spoke with a nutritionist a few times and started to learn about nutrition, and then started eating well, and I started to see like positive effects. Like I wasn't as tired, I didn't feel like as weak in my body as well, and I started to feel like really good when I trained, and I could train a lot more than I used to be able to.
That's some really good examples there. Thank you for sharing that. And that's what we sort of touched on earlier, folks, is giving that detail and some actual sort of, you know, handball specific examples for us. So really always keep connecting back to the difference it's made to you. Okay, so I think that we can leave it there. Can you just, oh, I'm so sorry. It would be great if I had that off. Can you remind me of the date that John has set for you to get this in, get this workbook completed?
1st of December.
1st of December, 10 points for Abby. Okay. Cool. So we're going to leave it there. My cohort, can you stay on the call for me? And we can now we'll say goodbye to everybody else. But obviously, any questions you have over this, please, please, please do get in touch straight away. Don't leave it. Don't leave it to, you know, the night before the deadline and panic and start sending us questions, because it is quite time consuming for all of us to try and answer you all. And I know John is amazing at answering you at 10 p.m. at night, but some of us older ones like their sleep. Okay, anyway, so yeah, if my cohort can stay on, everyone else, I will say good night to you, and we'll see you soon. Okay, bye folks.